Hello, my loves. Welcome in. I've had a specific message from the divine realm about, someone who's going through quite a bad breakup or feeling like they're in a state of heartbreak at the moment. They really want me to get this message across to you that, this heartbreak is nothing compared to what's coming up in your life, okay? And on the pre-shuffle, I pulled some oracle cards. We've got Flamingo Spirit, embracing the in-between. Panther Spirit, reclaiming your power, and the Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted. Now, this is number 26 on this card. This is 44, and this is 63. So I feel like this is a cycle you've been through before. And I'm hearing there's something about you transmuting your energy with this and doing things differently this time, because we've got an 8, an 8, and a 9. So this time you're going to do it. This time you're going to do those things that maybe you thought about before. You thought, I should really handle things differently this time. I should really reclaim my power. I should have put my foot down here, or I should have said what I thought in this, scenario. Maybe you've thought these things in the past in previous relationships and you didn't do it, and you promised yourself this time you would do it, and maybe you have done it. But what Spirit is telling me is that this time, it's the time to implement all those things you should have implemented, all right? And it's going to be really beautiful, this transformative period you're going through. And you're going to come out of this so much more powerful than before, okay? And I'm getting that you're going to find a new level to your being. And you're going to, look back on this as something very empowering and something that, you'll end up being glad you went through this, because it's going to be so much better. Now, I know that could sound a little bit cold. If you're feeling in a certain kind of energy at the moment, if you're feeling vulnerable and hurt, but Spirit's saying that won't be for long. You know what you've got to do, okay? There are certain things you promised yourself, and this time you're going to give yourself everything you promised yourself. So let's pull some cards and we'll see what's going on here. Thank you, Spirit guides. Thank you, angels. Can we have the message you need to get across to my viewer? Okay, we've got the Weaver of Challenges. All right, so Queen of Swords energy. So this is telling me that despite, any sense of bleakness you're feeling at the moment, and these are very temporary feelings, this was the correct move to make. This is all part of the life cycle and the spiritual progress that you chose for yourself before you came in here. All right, so you're in the perfect place at the perfect time, okay? And feeling these feelings is part of you gaining wisdom into who you are, and maybe even gaining independence or building on independence you already had. Maybe you kind of gave your independence away in a relationship and lost parts of yourself. And I feel like now, when you bounce back to your higher self and when you feel like yourself again, there are going to be so many gifts waiting for you when you get there. Spiritual gifts, new lenses of perspective, new feelings and new vantage points that are going to take you to whole new places, okay? And I feel like you could be dipping your toe into the occult, or maybe, finding guided meditations or going deeper into spiritual subjects and issues now that you've got more time to do it, okay? So this is about embracing that in-between stage. Sorry, I had to just cut that out of the video because something got into my throat chakra. So, like I was saying, this is about embracing the limbo you maybe feel like you're in at the moment, all right? And making the most of it. Maybe having less burdens socially is giving you time to dip your way into books you might have wanted to read, or catching up on all those things that you don't normally do when you're socially busy or in a relationship. And I feel like maybe someone was kind of stifling your voice, or maybe you were letting them stifle your voice, or maybe you kind of gave up your voice a little bit in this previous situation you were in, because that coughing was so heavy I had to cut it out of the video. All right. So I feel like, you weren't really expressing yourself from your sovereign positioning, from, the highest version of yourself, yourself to be in the previous chapter of your life. And so this is a lovely sort of empty space in a way for you to really get your bearings and feel a sense of clarity and a sense of peace. All right. So Queen of Swords energy, but, this is a challenge for you. And you can embrace this challenge, and you can weave new things out of this challenge. The natural world could be calling out to you. You could be getting signs and synchronicities from birds, or feeling a deeper resonance with the natural world. Animals in particularly, They're saying look out for those birds, and you could find yourself being comforted by things you never previously had the mind space to find comfort in. And this is going to take you on a whole new pathway. We've got the Seeker of Visions here. So this is the Knight of Cups energy, and this is about finding, a crack of light in this kind of scenario you're in right now that will take you into a whole new arena of the mind and really embracing your imagination again, your ideals. This is about you finding out what really appeals to you and maybe not worrying so much about what other people think or what other people want or the world they've created for themselves, because often we get lost in relationships, especially in the wrong relationships, the ones that aren't really made for us, long term, but are here to teach us lessons so that we can go towards something more permanent. Often we get really lost in someone else's world, and I feel like this is your chance to find harmony in your own inner visions and retune to your wavelength of your heart once more, okay? And the nights are all about movement and, really kind of finding those stepping stones that will take you to where you'll be more happy and more secure. All right. So you've learned a lot in this previous cycle, whether you feel like that or not right now, you really have. And right now it's like your subconscious mind, your spirit, your soul is kind of composting through, what you've learned. It's digesting. You're digesting a lot of spiritual information right now. So as much as, your mind may not feel completely content, I'm getting that, in the background, there's a lot of stuff being processed for you, okay? And we've got the 10 of Visions, 10 of Cups. So something about this previous situation that you've been in has made you become really, truly aware of what you really do love, We know what we want by what we don't want, and we know what fits us by what doesn't fit us, and we can, find our bearings. When things feel uncomfortable for us, we know on the other end of that stick what is comfortable. So I feel like you've been given this great vantage point, this great emotional vantage point, where you can really paint a picture for yourself and focus on those energies that make you feel really good now. It's kind of giving me that mood board kind of energy. And, I feel like you're seeing things, or you will see things on a new canvas. Right now the canvas is blank, but I feel like, your subconscious mind is painting a new canvas for you. So I feel like this time in your life, it's really about you reconnecting with your inner dreams, maybe parts of yourself that you buried in the past, maybe to please others or to fit in with others without even realizing it. It happens so easily. We can forget portions of ourselves so easily when we're around other people, maybe people who are more bolshy than us or more assertive than us, or, they maybe just have a different nature. And if you're harmonic and I feel like you've got a lovely emotionality, often we can be too harmonic and we can bend in ways where we forget who we were to begin with. So I feel like this time period in your life is all about you finding that vision. What is your ideal vision? And how do you want to flow your heart energy? And, you will be doing a lot of flowing, I think, in a beautiful kind of solitude where you can become more artistic and dreamy, and you can start dreaming up this new beautiful canvas for yourself, and know that, what you focus on, you flow towards. So this is about you finding new things to focus on, or re-digging out those parts of yourself that maybe were lost or forgotten in a previous situation, so that you can flow towards what really makes you happy and what makes you feel like you're the number one star player in your life. Because maybe you put other people first in the past, and it's maybe left you feeling a little bit bleak and a little bit depleted at the moment. We've got the Seeker of Challenges here. This is Knight of Swords energy. So this is telling me that this time around, you're doing things differently. I feel like you're going to take this solitude, or this new, fresh kind of chapter of having more time for yourself. And I feel like because you're going to focus on what fulfills your heart quite quickly, and this is about energy. This isn't about running out, meeting someone really quickly or anything like that. This is about you retuning to the, inner sheet music of your soul, and really remembering your baseline, really remembering your own blueprint, so that you can move quickly towards a new sort of map in your life. I feel like you're going to be moving to a completely new arena of your life fairly quickly. Let's get another one here, because the Knight of Swords is all about quick movement. And we have a black horse on this card telling me that this time you're going to do a lot of really big transforming moves. You're going to transform a lot of energy, Pluto energy. So look for any Scorpio placements in your birth chart to help you along this pathway. And I feel like someone could be getting deeper into astrology and finding out who they are more by looking at, you know, the blueprint of their soul, which is, you know, your astrological map, your birth chart. Now you're going to take the energy and do something completely different with it, because instead of thinking about, you know, what maybe the other person wanted, or, you know, thinking shoulda, woulda, coulda kind of things, you're thinking, you know what, I'm here, I've got free time, this is my life, I live in an endless now moment, and I'm going to focus on beautiful things that uplift me, even if they're small little things, even if it's just, you know, trying a new type of coffee, or finding yourself a new meal to cook that you really love. You know, this is about focusing on the little things that will grow into bigger things here. And the momentum is going to move really quickly. We do have 3 unicorns on this card as well. So I feel like you're getting a lot of beautiful energies that are connecting with you or trying to connect with you from the etheric realm, the non-physical realm. But what they're telling me is while you're in this bleak energy, it's hard for them to connect with you. But once you get into this magical frequency, then you're going to feel a whoosh of magical energies joining you. It's all about that relaxing, accepting what you cannot change, and moving forward, okay? They're saying don't let the energy stagnate. You want to be flowing in quite a light-hearted way, all right? Rather than getting stuck into the low vibrational kind of feelings of, you know, those ouchy kind of feelings. This is about you really kind of blowing your own trumpet, they're telling me. This is about you learning to blow your own trumpet and reclaiming your power in that big cat kind of way. Although I do feel like you're feeling a little bit vulnerable at the moment, you will quickly, you know, find your stepping stones, find those things that make you feel bliss in your heart space again. And I feel like your frequency is going to raise so quickly. And before you know it, we've got Ace of Spells. This is Ace of Wands energy, a whole new potential for you. Like I say, that new map is coming out. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is all about focus and focusing on what is, you know, your true passion, what really gets you invigorated and motivated and inspired. And it's also a very creative energy. So I feel like you could be moving in more creative directions, okay? So they're saying please make the most of this time, because it's a beautiful time for you to focus on you. And they're very, you know, specific about this. Please just focus on you. This isn't about, you know, disrespecting your ex, or, you know, you don't really need any closure is what they're saying to me here. It is what it is. You feel how you feel. The recipe, you know, didn't work properly. And it's not because anyone's right or wrong. It's just, you know, you don't mix chocolate with tomato sauce. It doesn't mean either one of those things are bad or that they don't taste good separately. It's just that sometimes ingredients aren't compatible. But you've got beautiful ingredients. And first of all, I feel like you're going to be really tender with yourself in the heart space. And quick enough, you know, you're going to find this momentum, this quick moving energy. This could be about quick communications, and just your thoughts moving quite quickly once you fill up, you know, your heart space with things that are maybe more delicate things you forgot you loved, you know, those delicate, beautiful things. And I feel like you're going to dream up a whole new future for yourself really quickly. And bang, your torch is lit. This is like the magic wand of your higher self, and you're taking it and you're taking back control here. They're saying it's in your hands to make the most of this beautiful space and time, and to really focus on gorgeous things. They're saying scent could be really important for you. So you might want to go and get yourself some lovely rose-scented candles, or vanilla, or anything that you love. And, you know, things like that really help uplift your mood. So it's all about those little things, little by little, baby steps, things that uplift your mood. And before you know it, you're going to be taking off again. Show me where this is leading to, please. We've got the 10 of Wands here, okay? So again, that gathering of momentum. I feel like there's maybe a project that you put down a little while ago that you're going to pick back up again for someone out there. But I feel like you've done so much groundwork in the past that it's going to be easy for you to gallop along and regain your momentum on a passionate pathway, a warm pathway with this 10 of Spells. Show me more. 2 of Cups, okay. So this is about finding like-minded energies, okay, particularly in one-on-one relationships. We've got the Two of Cups and we've got the King of Cups here. So this is telling me that you're going to focus on yourself and, fill in your heart space with beautiful small things. And, maybe you'll be in a more philosophical or poetic frame of mind and really allow yourself to be more artistic in nature or just more delicate and more attuned to your own needs. This is about being your own best friend kind of energy. You're going to walk yourself up a heartful pathway. Then it looks to me like you're going to get something lit with some momentum. This could be a group activity that you're really passionate about. I'm getting hiking for somebody. Somebody could join a hiking group or a running group or something like that. But there's definitely group activity, I feel like, when it comes to maybe you starting a hobby or retuning to a hobby that you've been distracted from for a while. And then we've got the Two of Cups with this King of Cups telling me that something beautiful is going to come into your life really quickly in the form of a relationship. This could be like a best friend or this could be a romantic relationship. I will clarify these. But yeah, something right for you is going to come along fairly quickly. They're saying it won't be, like tomorrow, But I'm getting that, 6 months to a year. Now, I know that sounds like a long time when we're feeling vulnerable and we just want to cuddle and we want that intimacy and we got used to that intimacy with someone else. It feels like a long time, doesn't it? 6 months to a year. But they're telling me this is the perfect pace for you. All right. Focusing on yourself, rebuilding yourself up. And, you might be down here at the moment, they're saying metaphysically, but by stepping up the steps of the heart, and this is personal satisfaction I'm talking about. I'm not talking about relationships or dating straight away. But by retuning to maybe the inner child or, your inner bliss, your inner dreams, it's going to take you to a whole new level. And then there are new people waiting there. This person is going to be waiting there. But it's going to take a little bit of time because you want to do it properly, right? You want to take everything you've learned in the previous chapter and really integrate it into a successful platform. And this is going to be a successful platform. We do have the Three of Pentacles here showing me that, the next phase of your life that you're moving into is going to be full of cooperation, and you're not going to accept the same things you accepted before because you're retuning to your higher self now. But not only are you retuning to your higher self, you're taking lots of bricks of gold, lots of wisdom and knowledge and maturity with you where, you're going to put your foot down with yourself, and that's going to have a knock-on effect in terms of your frequency and who and what you attract in the future. So you're climbing up those steps in a beautiful way, and once you've gone up them, you can never go back down. So rest assured, this is a beautiful connection I see coming in your future. Saying 5 months is important for somebody, and maybe for someone it could be really helpful for you to just think to yourself, you know what, I need 5 months where I'm not going to date, I'm not going to think about anyone. And they want you to let yourself off the hook. Maybe, someone you've dealt with in the past, maybe they're off meeting people. Maybe they're putting themselves out there. Maybe they're, a serial dater. Who cares? They're saying, who cares? This is about you and what's good for your immortal soul. And maybe just saying to yourself, I'm not going to go near anyone for 6 months. I'm just going to be, let's forget even the word single. I'm just going to be myself. I'm just going to do things I love doing. And maybe I will buy, those oil paints, or maybe I will buy, myself that book I wanted, or maybe I will join that group. This is really about indulging in yourself and becoming a dreamer again and using all of that pain to make yourself stronger in the right ways. And you're going to do it right this time. They're saying you will do it right this time. I'm hearing legacy, okay? They're saying don't think about it in terms of the here and now, in the sense of how you feel in the here and now, because we can all be, and they're saying this a bit bluntly, we can all be big babies. We're all cherubima, and we can all, make decisions, call that person or do that thing, and it doesn't help our legacy in the long term when we indulge that kind of craving for instant gratification, like reaching out to someone we know is bad for us because we crave a cuddle. They're saying, no, you can't do this anymore. You have to be your own self-soother. You have to be telling yourself, no, you know what? I can cuddle myself. I can cuddle up with a good book and I can comfort myself. So they're saying this is the period of your life where you learn to really comfort yourself, but also dig your heels in on what brings you pleasure. And that will shift your whole life and shift your entire frequency so that the only people who can come in future are cooperative people or people who are compatible with you. All right. People who are really a good fit for you. Once you start to respect your inner world, others come along who match that frequency. So let's have a look at this Queen of Swords. You could have dealt with someone that you felt like was a little bit cold, or, you know, they could have said that about you. I don't know. There's this feeling of coldness here, but you're going to warm up pretty soon. Ace of Swords. Okay, so this is your perfect opportunity to stand in your truth, to put your crown back on and to see yourself clearly again. And again, this is about remembering who you are, remembering why you came here, and the legacy your soul wanted to fulfill. Okay, your ancestors are coming in here saying, you know, you do have a line of ancestors, you do have previous lives, and you have, you know, things that you need to remember about yourself, and you need to remember your strength. All right, you are being watched over, so they want you to be aware of that, and they're sending you comforting energy whenever you need it. This is about the big picture. This is about big picture thinking, not those small little twinges we get where we feel a bit upset, or, you know, or feel like we're a little bit broken because, you know, we get in the habit of being around someone and then we get dopamine from the comfort and the habitual patterns we've been in. This is about breaking those patterns. So someone could have been around someone narcissistic, and it could have left your nervous system a little bit chemically dependent, because they're very good, these narcissists, at giving you affection at the right times and trying to sort of train you into being reliant on them. They're saying, nah, it's time for that to break. Be reliant only on yourself. And then the right people come along, and it's going to be easy for you because, like I say, you've done a lot of gathering of energy in various scenarios in your life, and I feel like now is the period of time in your life where you're going to bring it all together, and you're doing it right this time. Okay, so learning to comfort yourself. Music could be really important here. The Magician. So I feel like you're going to get an epiphany when you're listening to music or doing something you love, right? It could be driving for somebody. All of a sudden, something's going to pop into your head and you're going to realize, I'm the master of my reality and I've got everything I need. And, you know, I'm a great catch. And, you know, not only that, you're just great as an individual. You know, this is about you realizing, wow, life is so beautiful. And I've got all these powers. I've got the cups. I've got the heart, you know, the heart power to create anything I want. I'm physical. I've got the pentacles to, you know, explore the physical world. You've got your wand of power. You're getting that back, you know, quite quickly. And you're going to find a new focus point that's going to really make you feel alive again. And then you've got that sword of truth. So you've got everything you need to make yourself etheric again, to make you really feel like you're living life again from a way better vantage point, bringing together and consolidating all of your gifts, skills, and beautiful potions of the soul. So I love this. Yeah, we've got the Five of Swords here, which would tell me that you were in something that was full of conflict and malevolence. The Five of Swords is a very chaotic kind of energy. And like I say, these things do get in our minds, especially if we've been dealing with a master manipulator, someone who is very adept at making you sort of feel like you need them, or, you know, they kind of want you to chase them, or any of those toxic sort of things. So, you know, the divine is stepping in with, you know, a beautiful amount of etheric energy. They're waiting for you to tune to this gorgeous etheric energy, because they're going to more than cancel that out with the energy they're flowing to you. This gorgeous cosmic support is ready and waiting for you. And it's just a case of you tuning to that TV station of the mind, and then you'll feel it. You'll start to feel the magic again. But they're saying, do be gentle with yourself, because if you've been in a pattern of toxicity with somebody, then, you know, there are certain programs, or there are certain patterns of thought that they're trying to help you cancel out. This is about habits, you know, breaking those bad habits of wanting that person to comfort you and playing into their hands for some of you out there. And this is about building new wholesome habits so that this never happens again in the negative way, and that all you can attract in future is positive. You're strong, you're amazing, and you've got it all. And I feel like, you know, someone you were dealing with maybe didn't have that, or maybe it was just incompatible with the Five of Swords. Either way, it wasn't your cup of tea, but you have a lovely cup of tea over here. All right. Once you've built those steps up, you can meet this person at their level, okay, and they can meet you at your level. But this is about you lighting that torch again first. Let's have a look at the Knight of Swords. Let's see. Show me. Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like patience with you. You know, patience is a virtue. I don't know if you've had a relative that says that to you, or someone important in your life that used to say that, or maybe you hate that phrase. But Spirit's saying you're going to learn to love that phrase, because, you know, the Seven of Pentacles is a very solid card. It's about building solid foundations and planting very beautiful seeds that you know will blossom in the future. So this is your seed planting era. But also this is about, you know, planting seeds for yourself, okay? And planting the right seeds, not just any old seeds, because some plants only bloom for 1 year and they don't regrow the next year. This is about you picking those energies now that are going to benefit you in the future. And I feel like you're going to do this in a beautiful way. And now is your time to think about things, to muse on things, to give your mind and your heart some space, and to be really gentle with yourself. Seven of Swords. You could be overthinking about the past situation. They're saying stop that. Turn a Seven of Swords into a Seven of Pentacles. How are you going to invest in your future? No looking in your rearview mirror. This is about you looking forward and planting, you know, the right seeds now, because something will just take you further down into chaos if you keep on indulging in it. You know you're too valuable for that. You know you're too special for that. And your ancestors are watching. They want to make you a little bit self-conscious here and remind you of the legacy that, you know, you will leave behind, or the legacy that you wanted to build. So yeah, this is all about you really planting solid, beautiful, positive, wholesome seeds now, while you've got the chance and maybe more space than you're used to. Page of Pentacles energy here. Becoming a student of life again, but also doing practical things, and also looking up to the right sources of information, looking up to your elders, your ancestors, looking up to the divine, whatever that means for you, rather than looking back. Okay, so they're saying look forward and look up, but whatever you do, don't look back. All right. And it's funny because he has a helmet on, and he can only look forward, right? They're telling me, you know, we can see this as symbolic. I know he could turn around and whatever, but there's a slit in this helmet here. And it's telling me that, you know, you need to really hone your focus, Ace of Swords, really pinpoint the energies. It's about the feeling of the energy. You know, you don't have to be too fussy about what you're focusing on. As long as it makes you feel good and gives you that magical feeling, that's what you're going for. So they're saying list those things that give you that beautiful feeling. And before you know it, you'll be galloping along back on your horse and moving in the right direction. Show me this Ace of Wands. Show me. Three of Cups. Okay, again, I feel like there's some sort of group activity. Maybe rejoining with friends you forgot about in this relationship or something like that, that's going to make you feel joyous again. As long as you keep looking forward. And I feel like, you know, someone needs a bit of discipline with that. Someone knows they can't keep going back into these toxic cauldrons, right? Full of energies. You already know what you're going to get from that. Don't worry about what they're doing. They're going to cause chaos. This is for one person out there. They're going to cause chaos no matter who they're with. So just be grateful that you're off of that track and you're on the wholesome track, doing things correctly. All right. And you're going to be feeling really happy really soon. It's about lighting up your own fire, finding your own inner light, and listening to those little whispers and nudges, listening to those little things that call out to you, things you might not have had the headspace to hear before. Now you're going to hear them. Now you're going to feel the whisper of spirit. You catch God on the whisper, not on the shout. And I feel like in this previous scenario, there was maybe a lot of shouting or a lot of noise or a lot of heavy energy that kind of was blocking out those subtle divine frequencies and whispers. So you're going to catch those whispers now, and you're going to pull on that thread, and you're going to see where it leads you. And it's going to lead you to a magical wonderland, a whole new world where you're like, whoa, that was easy. That was really easy. Emperor energy with the 10 of Wands. So, wow, this is about you really bossing up and really being the authority of your own life. Aries energy, again, that number one energy. You could be in Aries, or you could have a strong Aries placement in your birth chart. But this is about, you know, a single target, single focus, my happiness, my value. I'm important. Okay, you matter is what I'm getting here. And you're going to realize how much you matter. And it's almost like I'm getting the vibe of, you know, maybe you feel like you're late to class, or maybe you feel like you've been in a situation that now you've got to catch up on. But I'm getting that, you know, you're like a student that's maybe late to class all year long, but you're going to get A star, A plus, you know, you're going to get top marks here. You catch up quickly and then some. So, you know, they're saying don't worry about that little voice in your head that maybe feels like you've missed out on something, or you know, you're behind on something. You're not behind. This is like a catapult energy where you're just going to fling yourself forward in a really beautiful way and find yourself in the most powerful, most beautiful position, feeling wonderful and utilizing all of these gifts and, you know, utilizing the magic of the Earth Emporium with the Emperor card here. And you're going to love it. You're going to feel so good. The Chariot card, victory in a close relationship in your future. Two of Cups, Cancerian energy, someone matching the energies here that you are kind of musing on and feeling into individually with the Knight of Cups. And you're gonna find that energy in another being, or, you know, complementary energies in another being. What you dream up now is coming into your future. And you're going to match beautifully with these two sphinxes on the card. And it's going to be a victorious connection. And again, legacy with the Chariot card. Victory only. All right. Starry skies only. And it's going to feel strong. Okay. No wheels falling off. It's going to feel really beautiful. And you're going to move along majestically together. Keeper of Visions, King of Cups. Someone's going to fill your heart up, and you're going to fill their heart up. And again, the High Priestess has come out. So I do feel like you're dipping your toe into more magical or spiritual things, you know, peeking behind the curtain a little bit. And they're saying, let yourself indulge, let yourself feel into those energies that maybe piqued your interest before, but you didn't sort of look into them too much. They're saying now's the time to look into them, because I feel like the person you're going to meet is going to be, you know, very sacred and very intuitive and very lovely and very feeling and, you know, possibly very motherly or very fatherly, but certainly very nurturing. And I feel like they're going to match your heart in a beautiful, beautiful way. Show me this Three of Pentacles. The World. So you're going to find your completion here. Okay. Something's fixed into your fate. And I feel like other things in your life have been distracting you from it. Again, there's this feeling of legacy. Maybe you're concerned with having a family, or, you know, doing something that really honors your family or your bloodline. And they're saying this is coming for you. There's something sealed off for you. As long as you choose to fill your own heart up first and to focus on who you truly are, this is set in stone. Lots of cooperation. And I really feel like, you know, it's about you being a student of the universe again, starting with the practicalities. Because again, we've got this Page of Pentacles energy and, you know, not being tempted to go into the Hansel and Gretel cottage. You know what's in there. Okay. They're saying don't be tempted to go back into something that may look pretty on the surface. You know, maybe, you know, someone's good at being charming, or, you know, sending you a few nice texts or something like that. They're saying, if you already know where it leads, stay away, okay? You're not allowed, because you don't want to waste more time. You want to get over this bridge and into the castle of your dreams. So let's pull a few of these and we'll see what's going on. There's someone really beautiful in your future, really heartful, really considerate and sensitive, and someone who just feels into you psychically, someone who could keep themselves quite hidden from the world, right? And someone who's not too out there. You know, you're going to meet them in a more unconventional way. It's going to be a different track of the heart that's going to take you to this person. So they want you to really become sensitive, maybe meditate or something like that, or do those things that you know your heart is calling you to do. And that's going to take you on this more delicate pathway to the perfect partner. We've got expression here. So this is, again, is about you getting to know yourself again and getting to know your strengths and remembering who you are. Black feather, okay? So this is about transforming with a light heart, but it's going to be in a very strong way. Sometimes the best way we can transform is by doing it in a, you know, light-hearted way and taking everything with a pinch of salt, not taking anything too personally. But that's what puts us in a stronger positioning. Emperor energy, beauteous, harmony. So harmony's coming for you in your future. And this is paradise. We've got a palm tree on this card. And it's all about you embracing your power now to create harmony in your future. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful, atmosphere. They're saying work atmosphere here, but I feel like for you, it's just the atmosphere in general. Creating the atmosphere you want to foster in your life, creating the atmosphere and pulling in those energies, creating those energies in your mind that you want to be permanent features in your reality. Life is but a dream, but we have to really kind of hone our minds to be at that beautiful dreamy frequency, and then we find what matches it. So it's all about you harmonizing your nervous system, harmonizing your mind, you know, going for the honor over the temptation, going for what is dignified, what is beautiful, what is solid, what is wholesome over small temptations. I'm getting you're going on a journey, my love, okay? And look how permanent these are, these pyramids. You're moving into permanence. And once you set, once you set your heart in a permanent mold and you know yourself and you're wearing your crown, that's when the permanent features of life start to fill in with the world card. Fixed signs here: Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and why am I going blank here? Scorpio. Okay. Again, so look for those Scorpio elements in your birth chart. This journey is going to be beautiful. And soon enough, there's that black horse again. You could be a dark horse. You could have things about you that you forgot about, that maybe someone you were dealing with didn't even see because they were a bit self-obsessed. Who knows? I'm not trying to be critical here. But it's like you're a dark horse. You've barely even met yourself yet. All those beautiful things that you know about yourself, there are more to come. Stronger, more potency, and you're going to be laughing very soon. You're going to be happy, jolly. You're going to be feeling very blessed and seeing the beauty and the magic of life and the mysterious of life. You're going to see how it all fits together. From a future vantage point, you're going to look back on this and be like, wow, that really was a beautiful big turning point in my life. So I hope this reading's helped you, you little dark horse you. And I'm going to let you go now. Lots of love. Mwah.